You need some supporting from your roamer.
But it's Gord picked up as well as the Ruby here.
And that's the Martis into the jungle. All right, so the Paquito's going to be going to the XP lane.
Yeah, he wants to be part of these skirmishes, and yeah, Kyrie still has the retribution, so it's going to be safe.
He uses it. Retri over Ogwen with a shove back onto Kyrie, but he's still going to be able to dish out some damage. Keyboy is coming in as well. Ogwen with a flicker backwards defensively. That's a flicker as well. Don't about Rook King. Keyboy picks up first blood.
We'll get to level 5 first, but I don't think that they will have time for this. Good poke coming up from Sans.
Great poke and Boots as well. Forcing out a Mortal Coil. Calteezy's zoned completely away, but Flapteezy doing the same thing to Sans. Forcing a flicker out. Kyrie jumping in, finding the retribution on a turtle as Keyboy dishes out some damage with Boots. Just trying to keep APBR, their front line, at bay. And Onic have secured a neutral objective without giving anything away.
Not getting run over by the Tigreal, by the Paquito, as well as the Martis. That's great. And Sans for some reason again. And it's going to be
look at this.
Utilized up top.
A lot of damage onto Boots, and Implosion committed as well. Boots now caught in the I'm offended. He pops in a penalty zone, flickers out to safety, but should fall. The Decimate finds the kill, and Kyle Teasy will give APBR their first kill on the board for game number 2.
Knowing full well that the 5 to 7 minutes, that is actually the power spike of APBR. Onic, despite them...
They get the more valuable one by calculation. Flicker Implosion, bringing him back. Now the shove in, but the Mystic Gush does a lot of damage to the back as well. Keeper going to be knocked out by the Worldly. I'm offended, not connecting to Decimate. Does though. TPZ by Boots. Defensive penalty zone to the back. GW finding a trade in the bottom lane. And he will be able to get just the turret here as Ogwen screens him and pushes him back again.
It's just one item, but once he gets 2, once he gets 3, it's going to be trouble.
That Flapteezy 1v1 against CW play. Battle Mirror Image going to be used on Flapteezy. Knockout strike, one more shot, blazing duet from CW. No battle spells used up just yet. APBR in the bottom lane. That's a penalty zone connecting onto Ogwen, but he gets a massive shove onto 3. Kyrie walks out with the electrifying beat. Super Marco dishing out damage on the Boots. I'm offended. Into a Decimate. Kyrie with a retribution. He misses it, but Kyle doesn't. He finds another. D-Boy falling. Solid of a blade. Pressured down on his own tier 1. Kyrie looking to clear out the waves. That's a dive angle from APBR. A Decimate, and Kyrie will still be able to walk away. Super Marco gets a big goal on top. CW 1v1 against Flapteezy. Battle Mirror Image going to be used on. Knockout strike 1-2. CW takes the 1v1.
Well, it's a massive snowball. The Radiant Armor picked up. It's the first time for Kyle Teasy. That paid dividends, and now he's going to be tanking through Onyx damage.
Mortal Coil, but a penalty zone will be used in time. Kyle Teasy going for the bang! He turns it around. The shutdown goes to the roamer. I would say that's still away for APBR. It's massive for them. Kyrie looking for an angle, gets shoved back by Ogwen, electrifying beast. Whoa! Kyrie has just stolen it away. Kyle had the retry. He had the level advantage as well. You deal so much DPS. Whoa! Just as I say it, the Mirror Curse is real, man. I say his name and he dies. Don't get to that, right? Kyrie now trying to steal it. Oh, he doesn't get it. Kyle Teasy takes it away, snatches it away from Kyrie's hands. Kyrie takes control of the Lord. You're not going to look to reset it. I'm offended into the Mystic Gush, into the blazing duet as Boots distracts the back line. Few very, very low. Not going to be chased down. Kyrie finds a double kill right now. Calteezy's going to be forced to use the Mortal Coil defensively. Flapteezy went for the hills. The Mystic Projectile connects at max range, and Kyle Teasy falls. Now Flapteezy was looking for an angle to maybe turn this around, but Onic, they've taken 3 members down from APBR, are looking for the Lord.
Run bias. Whoa, what happened there? How did Onic immediately take control?
It was the Lord Dance and the bait and switch that you saw coming out from CW went in forward so that he will force some of the rotations from APBR. In fact, 2 people followed him afterwards, and that's how they were able to get it. By the way, the underrated factor of the Gord... Ouch.
Ow, man!
Yep. The underrated factor for the Gord is that he can clear the left bush mid with just 2 spells, and you can scout out where the opponents are.
Shove. Ogwen has no dash now. CW Battle Mirror Image to the front. Ogwen forced to flicker out. Flapteezy! One shot with a nature. Flapteezy gets out just barely, but CW does the same thing. Oh man, 7-7, game number 2.
CW eventually gets to the Wind of Nature and the Malefic Lore.
Dude, right now, listen to the crowd. It's all for APBR. They're still looking at APBR to defend this, but Onic, with just one more dance, it was 1,000 gold lead for APBR.
Mystic
Now
Gush.
it's 2.7 with them.
Implosion only onto Keyboy. That's the roamer for the team. Kyrie with electrifying beats. Keyboy finds it offended on the Super Marco penalty zone. Dodged away from and the knockout strike brings Boots back to the turret for APBR to do what the crowd's been chanting. Defend!
But APBR, how did they do that? How did they defend so well?
That was the old win.
Oh, right onto Calteezy, blazing duet! Nature gonna use that Mystic Gush as well! What? It's a bait! Sans flickers out of the shove. Ogwen stunned up. Kyrie walking up against 3 members. Looking for the dashes. One more should be able to do it right now. Calteezy gonna be taken low. But Kyrie decides to stop.
Was the sole reason why they were able to defend the bottom lane and get 2 kills afterwards. And now that the Lord is gonna be available for both teams.
And now it's Onic. We're holding it in despite Joy being seen in the top side of the map. They still want to go for the Lord Dance right now on CW's damage. He's definitely scaled. Conceal play. Keyboy finding with the position of Super Marco. Calteezy forcing his way in. Ogwen looking for the back right now, but Calteezy, his immortality is going to be popping down. That's a retribution from Kyrie. Super Marco free hitting in the back. Boo's going to be taken very low, and that's going to be a lot of damage placed down, but Kai jumps to the back with the electrifying beat. Super Marco, one last shot. Should do it, but he's unable to find it. Only an immortality. Burnt down for APBR. They're looking for more into the mid lane. A good stun to take Flapteezy lower, but he still has the immortality. Mystic Gush trying to predict the maneuvers from Flap.
Yes. Onic, they have to respect it. I gotta say, either CW or Kyrie, they gotta find a way to get to Super Marco and take him down.
A mistake and a costly one. APBR with Calteezy. He's looking for more. The Mystic Projectile stops Kyle.
Become very aggressive when it comes to his positioning. It paid well during the first Lord, but not in the second one.
All right, electrifying beats, immortality. Now winner truncheon bot. Flapteezy buying a lot of time. Hogan running in with a conceal. Implosion flicker onto Kyrie, but he buys the immortality. Now Few with the damage as well. Boots still terrified down. I'm offended by Few. Kyrie walks away. Keyboy does the same thing. Super Marco sliding tackle. Onto the front. Keyboy brought back to the team. Immortality still ready. He buys it in time. Kyrie looking for the flags. Kyrie looking for the electrifying beats damage, but he won't be able to find it. APBR maneuver out of a team fight that they have won.
But here's the thing, man. Wait, do they not know? Okay, Calteezy sees it.
They see it. Flapteezy sees it too, but he might be too late right now. They're going to go on to Calteezy. Burst him down. Kyle will lose his life. A shutdown for Boots. Keyboy zoning down the members. Boots! A penalty zone on the Super Marco. Holding him back. Now Flap joining the team fight. But an implosion to the back. CW fighting blazing to web. Flapteezy goes in for the punches. A lot of damage placed down. Super Marco free hitting for the back. That's a lot of damage down. Why? Why is it affected? Super Marco loses immortality. Keyboy will not lose his life. APBR, they're still able to sustain back up. Super Marco, no flicker though. Kyrie looking for the assassination, looking for a play. Super Marco steals some life back with that house claws and is able to defend.
Don't offend Keyboy!
Oh my goodness.
Keyboy goes in and he's gonna bring all you in!
A big shot, but an even bigger shot from Kyrie. CW picks the base turret in the mid lane down. Now Ogwen, one member left standing. Calteezy gonna be back in 4 seconds. Ogwen melted down by CW. Evolve Lord still crashing in the bottom lane. Onic taking their time. Calteezy holding it down, going for the wave. What? Lord went back and forth. Mystic Projectile onto Ogwen, dodge away from Mystic Gush. I'm offended. Calteezy melted down again. And now it's going to be 2 members in desperation going in. 1 second on the Flapteezy. Who expected a full reverse sweep? It will never have happened in the M5 Grand Finals. We're back to equal on the board.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your attention here. There is no such thing as a clean sweep in the M5 World Championship. We're starting this series with a 1-1.
For game number 1, putting 1 on the board for Onic. It's game number 2. We're giving it over to Gilak Sans.
Oh my goodness, this guy is still crazy as ever in his name. He's playing a difficult position. Mid lane, yes. Did he get his comfort pick? Well, you would make an argument for it, but Gord, especially once you're up against a Tigreal, especially when you're up against a Paquito, your positioning must be crisp, smooth, and most importantly, clean.
Looking at his item build, something might be sticking out to you folks. That is indeed a Guardian helmet. Something tells me this was but a result of a juggle. This is an item that was built in the heat of battle, wherein this